This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. So, about a week or so ago, I did a live playthrough of, well, yeah, this big bad boy, Space Infantry Resurgence. And we're going to talk a little bit about this. This is a really great game, but it also comes with an expansion pack, and I want to show that off to you today. This I really want to feature, but talk about Space Infantry as a whole. The Resurgence is just... Let's go down to the table and take a look at it, all right? Now, I wanted to make this before you see the expansion, and I actually already shot the expansion part, and I kind of explained the game a bit, but I wanted you to see what comes in the regular Space Infantry box. And as you can see, it's an 11 by 17 instead of those huge maps, because in the expansion I really wanted to show off the huge maps, as well as these fantastic hive tiles. When you go into the hive, you're going to be able to put these hives together and go through it. That comes with the regular box. You have a timer here, and you are going to be working your way through. You're going to have a start area that you're going to do, like right here, and then you're going to be going through with your infantry. Now, as you can see, each infantry has a fire or a melee value and an advanced skill at advanced, which is a skill, and there's going to be different types of skills that you have. There are specialists that do demolition, that specialize in all kinds of different things. So in order to get into those nodes, you're going to have to negotiate them. So I just want to turn this over so you guys can see. As you can see, when we turn over some of those cards that you're going to have, that you're going to run into certain things, there's going to be like this, which is intelligence, okay? And you're going to have a certain infantry that are going to be able to perform intelligence, because you're going to need 2 intelligence to go through there. In the next part of this video, I'll kind of explain that. You're only going to have 30 turns in the regular game to get through the 11 by 17 map, and you're going to have different types of objectives. For this particular map, you need to visit each one of these areas. You think it's pretty easy, and because there's not a lot of areas to go through, but sometimes you're going to get stuck and have to go back, and that turn marker just keeps on clocking along and really knocking at you. I mentioned in the other video, go check out the video that I did. I explain everything, and we do about 6 or 7 turns. You get to see combat, you get to see everything happen, and here's, even some of the enemies that you're going to run into, and they're going to have special abilities as well. So you're going, just an absolute fantastic game. We're going to check off the maps. I'm going to explain a few things to you, and when we swap over to the big maps, the core rule book. Listen, it looks daunting, but there are a lot of things. The actual rules are only about 36 pages, 37 pages, and then you have campaign play, which is fantastic. You're going to have special campaigns. You're going to have game variants. You're going to have all these wonderful things, as well as this role-playing element to it, which just makes this a fantastic overall experience. Let's go check out those other maps, and then we'll go up top and get my final thoughts. Okay, so I am not going to show you everything here, and I'm not going to show you Space Infantry Resurgence, the regular box game. I really want to concentrate on the expansion here. If you really want to see everything, and I really suggest you do, is you go to War and Pieces, Space Infantry Resurgent Live. I really break down and show you everything and how to play this game. I will be showing you how to game, but I'm going to be showing you with the expansion pack. Now, this is only one half of this map, and here is the other half. So this map, in Space Infantry, you get an 11 by 17 that you're working from. This is an entire map that is quite big, so you're going to be going through in this expansion quite a bit, and there are different missions, just like in in Space Infantry, which is, again, yet a fantastic game. You can do a campaign. You're going to have different objectives and things like that. And you are going to be, again, taking and putting these cards out where they are applicable. Just to show you how this all works, you are going to have your squad together and you are going to be going between these areas. There is a counter. You're only going to have a certain amount of time to be able to do that. And what's going to happen is that in order to get here, you're going to have to achieve a certain ability to get in here. Like if you have ability climb, you're going to need 2 successes. Now, say a infantry has a success, has a rate of climb 3. Okay, that is their ability, climb 3. What you're going to do is when you come, and let's just use this as, for instance, you're going to go right in the middle here. So say you're coming right from this outdoor space, which is ice right there, as we can see. And you can see that he had to repair. You are going to try to attempt to go here as part of your objective to go to wherever you have to do. There are certain things that you are going to be trying to accomplish here. You are going to roll a die. And if we had a climb 3, you are going to take the 3 and divide it into the 4 here. How many times does 3 go in the 4? It goes 1, which means you are going to get 1 success. And 1 success is not enough to get in here. So you would have to go back if you did not have any other way to attribute a success, and then you would be able to go back. Now, you've already conquered this area. There will be markers on here that are going to say, hey, listen, you've taken care of this area, and you will not have to roll. But once you get that second success, and say we were able to do that and come here, number 1, you would mark off that you've already taken care of this area. But then you're going to be rolling here. 3 and on a 3+, you're going to look on a chart, and this is a 6. It's a Robotech dice, what can I tell you? We'll just say that he rolled a 6, and anything on a 3+, you are going to check the jungle chart, and then you're going to have to face those creatures in there. Once you defeat them and you mark off that the event has been solved, as well as being able to negotiate the node, you can come back to this and not have to face anything. You will make a roll, and there are things that can happen where you may have to face another thing, especially if you have to backtrack. The whole point is getting through these fantastic experiences, and there's always so many things going on. Combat is fantastic, but what I really wanted to show off again is if you check out my War and Pieces live, but I wanted to show you some, just this fantastic map. I want to show you this part, which is the right part, and then I'm going to open up the other part here just so we can fit it in the camera, because it is that huge. And boom. And the story here, the objectives: kill the commander and wait for the extraction. Special rules, hot drop. So you're going to have all these different things that you're going to be trying to do and going through here. And look, these 2 maps go together, and they are just huge and phenomenal. And again, yet another fantastic experience from our friends at Lock and Load Games. These little symbols also, I want to point out real quick, are things that you're going to have to negotiate going through. They can actually send you back. Remember, if you go through the timer and cannot get through and accomplish your goals, you are going to lose the game. And if you lose all your guys, you're going to lose the game. So there's a lot of things against you, and a lot of things can happen in this fantastic game. I really suggest you go check out the video that we have. And also, Lock and Load has a fantastic walkthrough, a boot camp, where they explain and break the entire game down to you so you understand. Again, they just keep knocking it out of the park, folks. All right, let's take it up top and get my final thoughts on Space Infantry Resurgence. The missions, the maps, the time limit, picking your crew, the campaign. There's so much here. You're getting so much. This expansion pack just adds even more to what is already a fantastic system, a fantastic game, and something I love. I absolutely enjoyed this more than you can imagine. I love sci-fi war games. I have just a passion for them, and I am telling you right now, you need to have this. This is just a lot of fun. Solo is such a fantastic solo experience. Having everything in front of you. I always say that if things aren't all over the place, but everything you need is in front of you. It's smart. It's not easy. It's been, it's been a reworking of an older game. You can use chits, you can use dice. It gives you so many different ways to play it, and it changes the experience every time. And I think that's what keeps it so good, with so many different enemies, so many different missions. It's glorious. What more can I say? If you want to get this, make sure that you go to lockandloadpublishing.com. It's LNL publishing.com. Go check it out. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob for War and Pieces.